I roll above a 10, we start right now.
Oh yeah, let's go.
17. Go.
You're not allowed to just say that you rolled over a 10.
We're going.
For the love of God.
Yeah,
Last week
Follow the dice.
in Bryn Shander?
Yes.
Cool. I remember what happened last week.
What
we
did
were heading north to look for... No, we weren't. We're about to head north to look for quests. Wait, my notes are real bad, guys.
I was...
We
Look,
went to a tavern. People tried to touch
We
a
did
fish,
something
but didn't.
before that.
Like last episode, people tried to
Oh
touch
yeah,
a
we went
fish.
to the pub. We
And
picked
then-
up a bunch of quests.
Yeah.
We chatted with some
We committed to one of them.
very friendly dwarven chaps who were gang members from the Black Iron Blades.
Clan members.
We learned of the legend of, what's his name?
Rubok.
Good old Verbeeg.
Ubok, the greatest
Oh, the
dwarf in
white-
existence.
As he was high. Pulled the
If he's
the
the
greatest dwarf in
trade, how
existence.
come he's dead?
Because he was pulling a sled at the time, remember?
Like
he had no...
600
He
pound
was
sled.
completely
What was it? It was-
defenseless.
300 pounds of sled and 600 pounds of cargo.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And he was 1 metric ton of muscle.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he couldn't defend himself as...
Didn't quite make Imperial Tom.
I had an Imperial joke too, but that one was probably better.
What was yours, Tim?
But he was no match for the Imperials.
That's more like indirect. And yeah. It's
A more
different.
subtle nod.
And last I remember,
Yeah.
we walked past the speaker who was John Howarding in a tracksuit, roaming with a
yeah.
security detail out for a morning walk.
Yeah, that's a very Australian reference. But yeah, so after all of that, you guys were determined to find the speaker who had eluded you for a while in the city, either not being in residence or...
I think she was just
Well,
asleep.
we didn't find her at night, but you mentioned that she was around when we got up in the morning.
She could be around. So yeah, but you had turned the corner to the city hall, I think it was.
Yeah.
And you did find, as Andrew so elegantly put it, her John Howarding with her bodyguards.
She's lemonading.
She was heading to unlock the door at the city hall. And that's where we left off.
She was unlocking the door herself. She opens up her own office like some kind of peasant.
Yeah, because this is
People do that for her?
because this
She's
is
a public official, not a king.
Yeah,
Well, alright.
she's also it's not a big town necessarily. Like it's
She's
big
doing
for
her bit.
it's big for Icewind Dale, but it's not a big city.
It's no Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it's no Baldur's Gate where you can just pay people to do that for you. However, you guys are approaching her. You can see her there in a tracksuit, green tracksuit.
Perfect.
And you can see she's unlocking the door.
Better than budgie smugglers.
What do you do? That's the other Prime Minister. What do you do?
Well, approach her, and does she turn to us at all?
Not really. The guards, a couple of the guards turn and they see you and they just sort of like... They try and get you to stop. They don't say anything though, but she seems a bit distracted.
What was her name again? Devessa?
No, that
Was it Mastew?
No, that was the guy from Tullamarine or where else.
Oh,
Was
Tourmaline.
it Devessa
Tourmaline.
from Goodmead?
Speaking of Vessa, no, that's Olivessa.
That's
I
all
thought
of
it
us.
was
I think it is Devessa,
I
because I
think
remember
it
it was
is-
another Vessa.
Yeah, it is Devessa.
Michonne?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that
it's
was your
Devessa.
buddy.
That's Priest Lady.
She is Speaker Devessa Shane.
Thank you. Speaking of Vessa, it's me, Horacio. I've returned.
What? Oh, sorry, we're just opening up. I apologize, I'm just getting in.
Well, we would like to offer assistance to the town. Is there a better time to discuss?
Oh, just leave the information with one of my clerks. I'm sure they'll get it to me.
Yask?
You do not need assistance at this stage.
She turns to... What did you say?
Well, Jask, do you want us to leave a message with him?
Jask. Oh my gods. Everyone get inside. And she opens the door really quickly and ushers you all inside.
Oof, shit.
What? Oh no.
Locks the door behind her.
See a doppelganger?
Can I quickly just do a look around? Can we see Jask anywhere?
Yeah, go for it.
Can
Do
I
a
have an
perception
inside check? What's her mood right now?
Yeah, go for it.
What's her vibe?
What?
Check if
She's
she's
just
wearing a
vibing.
ring
Vibing
and
with
what
us?
colour it is.
But I thought Jask Tippett was from Durgan's Hold.
So 20,
18.
Oh, 21 on perception.
You don't see anyone else in around the square at the moment, the City Hall. And what was the
18 insight.
She looks suddenly like she's panicked. She ushers you all inside. Once you get in there, she locks the door behind you and she says, "Quickly, come this way." She leads you to her office. She opens up.
Jeez, Fed, you must have said the magic word.
Just
I reckon. Okay, Devessa, this escalated quickly. Can you perhaps explain?
Do we need our weapons? Is something happening? What's going on?
And she's like, comes into her room. She looks behind the curtains out over the square. Closes them again. All right. San, stay outside. Perhaps
Pardon me?
not you. Maybe get Sheriff Markham in here. All right. And she sits down still in her tracksuit. Gets the doors closed. You mentioned Jask.
I'll take it back.
No, it worked. Don't take it back. It worked. We're in.
Why did you mention that name?
He was a council clerk. I assume you can just leave messages with him.
We met him briefly yesterday. He was closing up.
He was hanging
You
out.
met Jask? There is no Jask on the council. There's no clerk called Jask.
Oh, he was outside the door, closing it.
He had the key? Describe him to me, quickly.
I don't know what he looked like.
He's an old guy, I'm pretty sure.
We described Jask. What we saw, at least.
Oh, gods. That crazy skiller from Duggan's Hole. He made it to the city. Son, get in here! And one of the guards opens the door. I need you to post... Okay, alright, calm down. All of you, calm down. Yes? You calm? Good.
No, you.
So calm.
Alright, I need you to make postings all about the city. Jask has arrived. You know what to do. Let the training kick in. Now go! And he scurries away.
Forgive me, Diversi, you seem to have a remarkably prepared response for this Jask individual. Were you expecting his arrival?
No, it's just rumor. I've come across something that came from Duggan's Hole. A story about a man that had gone crazy after seeing some strange lights in the woods. Thought it was nothing. It was weeks ago, but then I got a report not 3 days ago. There was a killing in Duggan's Hole, a murder. It can only be Jask Tibbet.
Are you suggesting that perhaps this murderer has assumed Jask's appearance?
No, I don't think so. Well, who knows? He did suddenly go crazy.
And we don't know what the original Jask looked like, I suppose. Certainly this person's pretending that they're Jask.
Apparently some old man, usually drunk. But whatever he saw changed him. I thought that maybe he would stay out in the boonies. But he's come here to my city.
Did you ever meet Jask, the Duggan Jask, personally?
No. I only heard the reports, and I cannot repeat them here.
Well, this
Too brutal.
Jask was much more terse and very disinterested in speaking to us.
I wonder what his game is.
They were rather, I wouldn't say polite. They were in a hurry and, a little rude, but certainly not overly aggressive or wild.
Are we in the building that he was locking up, or
Yes.
was that this?
Yes, you are.
He was.
He was locking up the same building.
Yeah.
Oh, because there
This
was the
is the
council
City
hall and the town hall or something like that.
There was the council hall, which is sort of the residence of the speaker, and the town hall where you are now. And he was locking up the town hall. Well, I suppose we'll have to put the watch on high alert.
I'll set up a perimeter. I'll kick over a chair and open the door.
Good thinking, that man. Okay, that's all right. Thank you for telling me. You've brought some valuable information here to the city. Now, what else can I do for you? It seems that wasn't the reason why you were here.
No, well, we seek glory
Glory.
and missions.
Adventures. And she sort of waves you off a bit.
Diversi, don't wave me off like it's some common adventurer. You know me. I've been here for a few weeks now.
She peers at you, and you're like, "You've been here for a few weeks. There's a lot of people in this city."
I've been here for 10 days, you know.
And then you disappeared for a few days as well. She looks at you and is like, "Are you that new cleric that Shan got?"
I am. I've returned from Goodmead and delivered a successful... Well, I don't think there's such thing as a successful eulogy, but unless you're a murderer. But I delivered a eulogy for Kendrick.
Yes.
And then I returned with some friends.
Poor Kendrick. I suppose I'll have to have a vote soon about who will be the new speaker.
You going to put your hand up?
Well, I'm the speaker of this town, so, no.
Are you already the council?
I'm also the head of the council.
Yes.
It would be a little bit of a step down.
It would indeed.
Suppose.
The head of the council? The Council of 10?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh my goodness, why didn't you say something, Horacio? I forgot.
Anyway, it's neither here nor there. We don't really need to have head council business. Adventurers, sure. Look, I'm more concerned with the survival of the city than anything else. But if you're here, you obviously must have something to say.
Well, if you've heard of Crazy Old Men in the Woods, you must have heard of Wodun Cromhurst from Goodmead.
The Wodun No, I have never heard of
They don't come crazy or Walder.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Woodsier.
allow me to introduce myself. Wodun Cromhurst. And we're here to solve crimes and do adventuring.
I see.
We're your local task force.
Good.
And neighborhood watch.
I do need a task force, that's for sure. You keep your eye out. You see him. You kill him immediately, because he's very dangerous.
Is he a magic user, do you know? Have you heard rumors?
Some say the body was exploded into a lot of pieces. Be careful. There's no telling what he could do.
Wait, were we also going to mention the Verbeeg? That was heading north?
That's probably very important.
I knew that incessant prompting was for something.
Wasn't that actually the reason why we wanted to speak?
Yes.
Why didn't you bring that up sooner?
Hey,
It only just clicked.
Hey, Devessa, you know, there actually is a reason we're here.
Side note.
I'm sure you've heard of the Verbeeg attack recently on Goodmead.
I did get a report, yes.
Well,
of course.
good news and bad. We slayed the original Verbeeg.
Oh, fantastic.
Turns out that it had a mate, and the mate has fled north.
Not so good.
It's crossed the
Eastway.
The Eastway. Thank you, Carnelian. It's crossed the Eastway. It seemed to be continuing north, perhaps to
Tourmaline.
Yes, Tourmaline. So
I'll send a runner. Maybe
best
I should keep
that you
an eye
do,
on.
I think. Yes.
Interesting, there is a forest nearby there that such creatures are known to sometimes wander.
You mean other Verbeegs?
They're very rare. They don't often come close to civilization, particularly big cities. Unfortunately, I suppose Goodmead was too good an opportunity for it to pass up. They made its lair there. Wait, you said it was its mate, yes?
Yes. We
You
killed one of the two. There was a mate left. Yes.
And a bear.
Did
And
they?
a bear.
And a roommate. A troll or something.
Ogre.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did the mate get a good look at your faces?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Certainly mine.
I would be very careful. Verbeegs will quite often hold a very intense grudge. If you're out in the wilds, keep your wits about you.
I'll be sure to do so. Do you sell masks in the city?
You know, there hasn't been much of a mask trade, but I hear there's been some disease somewhere nearby, and, well, suddenly mask sales have shot up all over the place. I can't get any stock.
Yes, I mean, we all have to go back inside our hovels after 5 o'clock. It's horrible.
It's terrible. All right, so Verbeeg, I'll send a runner up to Tourmaline, and they will have to deal with something. See if they get any reports out of there of any new creatures lurking in the forest there.
Very well.
Well, is there anything else I can help you out with?
Do you know anything more about Jask? I actually heard about him a couple of days ago. They said he just disappeared for a few days.
Disappeared for a few days. You may want to check your notes.
Oh no, sorry. Yes, he went on a. No, he returned from. He went missing, and then returned and was a bit weird. I mean, weirder.
That was a different guy.
You sure? Just Tibbet from
Yeah,
Durgan's Halt?
I got Harren Sulk was the guy that went missing and turned up again.
Yes, it is. Harren Sulk went missing from a merchant caravan for several days and then returned, but hasn't spoken to anyone.
What was Just... No, Just Tibbet's here as well. What happened to him? He also disappeared?
He apparently got drunk in the woods and started coming back with strange stories about a light in the sky.
Was there anything else? I can't remember, friends.
Were there any more missing people that we should be aware of?
Some reports have come across my desk, but it sounds like you might have heard of them already.
Helga Glint from Tarvis.
Yes, I did see that one.
Vander Krisk from Tourmaline. And Harold Sulk, part of a caravan that disappeared for 7 days.
Yes, I have a little bit more on that one. He came through Bryn Shander at the time. Very strange. Went to see Mishan at the time and to try to cure his affliction of being mute, I suppose.
What was his name? Forgive me. Sorry.
Harren Sulk.
Harren Sulk.
Yes, apparently part of a trade caravan that came up the Ten Trails. Went missing for several days, and when he returned, or when they found him down the trail later, which is quite strange if he made better time than the trail, he did not speak. He was as if he was stunned. They brought him here, and eventually they decided to take him off to East Haven, perhaps to see if they had a better, more comprehensive library that could talk about his affliction.
Did you say library?
Possibly, yes.
You said he spoke with the cleric in town?
He did speak to Mishan, yes.
Speak.
Well,
his friends took him to Mishan.
Didn't really have any friends, just part of the caravan. They took him there, and Mishan was unable to help him. Said that the affliction was something in his mind. I don't really know, to be honest. It's a mystery to me, but he did come through here. Then the caravan headed towards East Haven. They took him there. As far as I know, that's where he ended up. Of course, maybe he has been cured and perhaps is a more functioning part of our society, but I haven't had a report as such.
Did people seem uneasy?
The caravan did. It was quite strange that he went missing. And when he came back, it was those would thought that he would have had frostbite or been malnourished. It was several days before he came back. But physically, he apparently seemed fine.
Unaffected by the cold.
Unaffected by the cold. He went missing without food. He didn't have too heavy a winter gear as he went missing from the actual caravan itself, from the covered cart. Apparently, he'd left his coat behind. This
is Harren Sulk, Westwood.
Harren Sulk, yes.
Yes.
Not Jask.
Not Jask.
Jask is the serial killer murderer that is now in my town.
The caravan mention, on what day he would have disappeared?
Apparently it was midway through the Ten Trails. I don't know what you mean by what day exactly. If it was a Monday, I don't think we have those kind of designations here in Faerun. But all I know is that midway through the Ten Trails, which is quite hard going at the moment, normally would take only a few days to make the crossing across the spine in good weather. But now it takes the best part of 10 days to get across. So 5 days into the trail, I'd say, and several days after, when they came to the end of the trail, they found him there.
So they just found him again in the dale?
Yes, apparently sitting just off the road, curled up.
Astounding.
Knees to his chin.
Simply astounding. I have a hunch, everyone. I'll tell you afterwards.
Oh, you don't want to tell me, the Speaker of the town?
I don't want to give you the wrong information. I'll discuss with the team, and then we'll present the information back to you as the woman in charge.
I see. This sounds like a lot like middle management. I approve.
Speaker Javessa.
Yes.
We're aware that you've got the new moon coming up with the sacrifice. What are your thoughts on that?
Terrible business, but necessary, unfortunately.
Why do you say necessary?
Sacrifices must be made. We are all hoping to break this endless winter, and, well, the clerics about the towns have said that this is the best way to appease a god to try and hopefully break this curse. I don't necessarily like it much myself, but as the town is a bit large enough to offer such a sacrifice, we must do our part.
And what can you tell us about the selection process for who gets sacrificed?
It's a random lottery. Names go in just before the new moon. They get picked out. Usually one name at random.
I've heard rumours, and I don't mean this as anything against you, but I've heard the selection can be a bit biased. What do you have to say to that?
I think that sounds like some sort of dissent and sowing seeds of discord.
Oh, I didn't say it. It wasn't me. It's just things I've heard on the street, you know.
Best not to repeat them. You'll get people all riled up, and I can't have a city rioting under these conditions. People here are holding strong, but it's very tense. Now, unless there's any other business you have with me, I believe that you should see yourselves out.
I do have one more thing. If I was to say Clan Battlehammer, what would you say to that?
Random clan of dwarves, probably from where the dwarven mines are.
Nothing notorious, or...
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Question. Clan Battlehammer are fairly well known. What would, say, Carnelian know about them?
You could probably do a history check.
That's a 14.
14. The only thing you really know is that, they're a clan from the Dwarven Mines, but it sounds like Zimma might know a little bit more. My notes do not say.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Artistic license, they could be anything now.
They could be, and I doubt they are, considering that they recently printed a Magic the Gathering card of the name Bruno Battlehammer, and he's only like a character from R.A. Salvatore's novel The Crystal Shard, which was the first instance of Icewind Dale being put to paper.
It's probably supposed to be there for that,
14.
but I don't have it in my notes for this campaign.
Yeah,
So.
I think it's a weird omission on the campaign's part.
It's just an Easter egg in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is there anything about any relevant thing that we might think might be good?
Nothing really. It's just they're like actually quite like rich, and their main hold is like positioned in the spine. So they have a big silver mine.
You know they have a big silver mine. Well, yeah, but so she doesn't have any other specific detail, really.
Well, anyone else got any questions? Friends?
I have
Companions?
no questions for you.
Javessa, should we sweep the building and look for Jask?
I think that is the only way you can leave here alive.
Oh my god. He sounds deadly.
You're hilarious.
Oh, I'm serious. And she's like, got the tracksuit. She's like, huh. I'm very serious.
So what would you have us do in order to not die?
Let's sweep the building. Make sure all your exits are clear.
Fine. Where are the brooms?
Around the corner on the small... You'll see a small cupboard if you go down the hall.
Sweep or die.
How big is this building?
It's pretty large.
Sweep.
Jeez. You have other people to do this for
Prestidigitation.
No, I have you to do it for me now, adventurers.
I'm leaving.
Your next quest,
I'll risk death. I'm not sweeping.
you'll get a +1 broom. Which, due to the fact that it's a broom, is also a -1. So it evens out to a plus
What
nothing.
kind of broom, though?
Adequate broom.
Broom of cleaning.
Is it worth a magical item, though? Sell that
Do I need to
broom.
attune to it?
What happens is every time you push it, it makes a small field of prestidigitation under it to clean things. It doesn't clean anything better than the broom does, but it makes you feel good about it.
Oh, it's a Dyson.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys, unless there's any other questions, I think you guys can head out of the building.
We need horses.
Okay.
I think we decided on goats, didn't we? Oh no, we hate goats.
Donkeys.
Donkeys, that's
Donkey.
right.
Where can we hire a mule or two?
Yes, good woman.
Many.
There are some stables by the southwest gate. Perhaps you'll have some
Give
luck
us
there.
Can you give us a discount?
Hey, you.
I don't own the stables.
But
therefore
you
I cannot.
have your name holds sway.
Yes, but I do not like to mess with everyone's livelihood in the town. I'm afraid you'll have to try and make that barter yourself.
Well, then you may need to show some skin.
I at the shoulder, just pull my sleeve up a little bit.
I think you say something like, too late. Your shirt's already off.
Well, Speaker Javessa, we'd best get going. You stay safe out there. Wodun Cromhurst. Remember the name.
No, don't remember. She'll put you in the lottery.
I cast false life.
I'll keep an eye on the name and watch with much anticipation.
How does she feel about his bicep?
You see this up, Javessa? Yeah, have a look. It's not going to be around forever.
All right. Well,
Strictly limited offer.
On my way out of town. Last chance.
Last chance.
I don't know what for.
Javessa now or never.
Last chance for a mule discount.
you know,
Big shot.
I don't know how I can resist, and yet somehow I still do. See you later.
Can we leave?
Yes, you can. You could have left
Bye.
at any time.
Don't even need a sweep. Let's go. Alright, south.
Yeah, so the southwest gate, there is a stables.
Let us grab some donkeys and head.
Alright.
Southwest. All
Ooh,
right.
new animal for my
Oh,
creature
wait, but we're heading northeast.
Yeah, we're going to have to do it.
This is awful.
We're going to have to
Yeah.
go through town.
Yeah.
This is the worst day of my life.
I think we established last time that we're going to have to ride them through town because I think they're only
hell
at the
yeah.
southwest.
You're not going to be able to ride a mule?
Yeah.
Watch me. You probably could.
I definitely could. If they have a saddle.
I mean, I could, but I don't know if the mule would survive the ordeal, but I could certainly jump on it.
I mean, it'd probably just throw you off.
Challenge accepted.
You make your way to the stables, and you can see this early in the morning, they're pretty well closed up. And you can see sitting outside of the big, sort of barnyard style doors, is a man sitting there and looks like he's puffing a pipe. The smell of horse, donkey, mule, manure hangs thick in the air. And you can see the steam rising from people's breaths as in the early perpetual morning light.
Morning.
Ah, hello there.
Hey, Wodun Cromhurst. Can I get a 3 large mules and
I think we only need 3.
a chicken?
Oh, what's the rush?
Got a quest.
It appears that you have come upon me at a bad time.
Out of chickens again?
No, I'm just sitting here, minding my own business on a bit of a break before I open up. Stay a while.
Oh my god.
You don't have to draw attention to it. Just let it hang in the air.
Svieta, is this Jask?
What's your name, old man?
My name is Dean.
Roll an insight check on Dean.
Good call.
Dean, would you happen to know someone by the name of Lear?
No, I don't say that I could.
19 on Dean.
All right, I'm not Dean. I'm Skeen.
19 on Dean. All right, I'm not Dean.
My name is in fact Skeen.
Oh,
You
my
caught me there.
the
I usually like
Skeen.
to give a little bit of the pranksters to new people. You all look fairly new to town.
You're very slap on knee. We need the mules.
Good one, Skeen.
Yes,
That's a classic, Skeen. You're very clever.
I feel that I am very clever indeed.
What else do you sell here? Tell me your animal list so I can put them onto my list.
Oh, I sell draft horses, donkeys, mules, elephants. No, that's another. Oh, that's another prank I like to pull on people,
Well, the kiddo.
especially people who look like druids. Oh, they ask me all the time, "Can I see your animals? What animals do you have?" I tell them all sorts of things. I have a raptor back here. Oh, yes.
Well, then, can you use Beefcliff on this med, please?
No, don't. I'm quite enjoying his company.
Hey, there's no need for violence. We're all friends here.
No,
I just like to play practical jokes from time to time.
I'm going to stand over there. So I don't
Mostly on
kill you.
druids.
Mostly on druids, yes, they do like to see the animals. You know, once I had a giant crocodile here. Druid nearly went mad trying to see him. Kicked down my door.
Where's the crocodile? Please?
He was quite mad that it was a Shih Tzu in a hat. Oh, those were the days. I was younger then.
I'm going to leave this store before I kill this man. You get the mules.
You might find I'm immortal. Who knows? I'm enjoying this far too much.
Essential NPC flag.
It has been turned on in the preferences. Sorry, you said you were after mules, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
And a chicken.
And a chicken.
And a chicken. Oh, that's too bad. I don't have any chickens.
I have a question.
I have a turkey.
Do you guys have any money?
That's a good question.
A little bit.
I think I'm poor.
I'm pretty sure as a collective we are poor. But from the Verbeeg, we managed to scrounge together the equivalent of 5 gold, 8 silver, and 2 copper.
Oh, rolling it.
And I have myself about 12 gold, which I think might just cover.
Well, ask Skeen.
Yes.
Might just cover the purchase of 2 mules.
You're dreaming. Everything here is more expensive in the 10 towns.
You're dreaming.
I hate this place.
So shivered.
If you need to buy a mule, it will be 15 gold per mule.
What happened to your
What about
access?
rental options?
I don't know. It sort of left.
Alright, well, how
Yeah.
much for a mule for a couple of days?
Oh, so you're looking for a mule rental?
Is this Avis?
You're not.
No, it's Skeen.
Do you have any offers on used mules? Do you give payment
I
plans?
don't want to know what you use.
High kilometer mules do go for a little bit better of a price. Of course, you sometimes have mechanical problems with them. Legs go after a while, you see.
The legs just disappear.
Don't leave. Look, don't go to East Haven for too long. You might find it up on blocks. Legs missing and all. I lost a good horse that way.
What?
It's a rough neighborhood.
Oh, East Haven, yes. Oh, what? That's what they say. Watch thy purse. And they mean it. They mean it.
That is
Watch
the
thy
town.
purse. Watch thy horse.
Skeen, I think you're my favourite person I've ever met.
I think I'm my most favorite person as well.
Knowing you, I am absolutely not surprised.
Yes.
So, Skeen, 3 mules. What deal can you do for us?
Oh, well, they'll go normally for 45 gold pieces, but for you, 40 gold pieces.
What about rental options?
Rental options? Well, yes, well, maybe we could do something about that. How many days did you say you needed it for?
Ideally 1, but we'll probably get 2 tops.
2?
2 days. Well, mules are very valuable here in the 10 towns. Tell you what, I could do a mule for 2 gold a day for each mule. I need half of it up front and half of it when you return.
10 gold pieces for the 3 and it's a deal.
2,
And I'll give you 7 up front.
6, 8, 10, 12. I can't do math in my head. I'm too old for that.
I'm a surgeon.
It's very surprising. You look like a priest.
My cat's
Former.
breath smells like cat food.
I used to cut people up for a living.
Do you like-
You believe that?
Do you spell surgeon with like a CH?
Surgeon.
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 It's got a T.
I certainly
It's a fish.
do.
I certainly do.
Sorry, what was that?
No, it's a fish joke. Don't worry about it.
A fish? Fish. You know, I had a shark once in the stables.
I don't care.
Oh, she's on to me now. I'll have to.
You should advertise a giant cave toad next.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I like the way you think, little man.
Stop it.
Have you been in business before?
No, I've just met a giant cave toad before.
What was he like?
Yeah, describe it in detail.
He tried to eat me.
That's quite the predicament that you're in. You know, for that nice little story about being eaten by a toad, I'm just imagining a kobold getting gobbled up. Very funny. 10 gold, you see. I'll accept. 5 gold up front and 5 when you return. Although, I would have to warn you, don't go stealing my mules.
You have our word.
I'll be speaking with Tuvesser if you do.
Carnelian will produce the equivalent of 5 gold in various copper and silver pieces.
And he will take them from you.
It's all legal tender.
Hey, is this a button? Oh, no, that's alright. It's a copper piece. Alright, everybody in.
It's got like 4 holes in it. It was a button at
was a
one
button.
point, but it's like the same
Nope.
weight in copper.
Just bites it. No, legal tender. Okay. And he opens up the big barn doors and steps inside. Yes, follow me. Yeah, come with me. Yes, and you can see like there's lines of stables. There's some horses on either side, some big draft horses, some more sleeker horses, all of which are wearing sort of these heavy woolen coats. And you see one stable on your left. Sorry, coats.
Jorts. They're
No.
wearing jorts.
Yeah, all very good. I like to keep them the height of fashion in Canada. And so
10 towns is very close to Canada.
It's true.
And so you're walking by, and you see on the left there is one door that's closed, and it's opposite the 3 mules. And here are the 3 finest mules you can rent in the 10 towns.
How do
Their
they look,
names-
Svieta?
Can I assess?
Yeah,
rules? Animal handling, I suppose.
sure.
Sorry to interrupt, Skeen.
Oh. Alphabetical. All right. 23. Oh, 22.
Whoa, that's not bad.
These are some solid mules.
Their legs aren't going to fall off anytime soon.
I slap one on the flank.
Don't.
I do it.
Yeah, they look like they're pretty good mules. But then you're also looking up and down the stables, and you realise they're probably the only 3 mules that he has.
Sweet. Do they have reins on them?
Yeah, they got like a rein bridle.
Fucking sick.
Bridle mules.
Nice mule.
They look perfect. We'll
What were you gonna
take the
say-
lot.
What were you going to say their names were again? Sorry. Skeen.
Binky, Kinky, and Schlinky.
I would have said Humpty Dumpty and Frumpty.
Well, you are wrong.
I usually am.
Minky, Kinky, and Slinky.
Slinky.
Sure, that's going to be it now. I'm pretty sure I said Binky at the start,
No,
but Minky sounds better.
I said
It was
minky.
Slinky.
No, I said Binky,
I'm
but
pretty sure-
Minky's far better.
I'm pretty sure
Change lives
Binky
in
at the
his
start
mind.
was the initial one because it's a reference.
Yes, it is, but we'll go with Minky. Minky, Kinky, and Schlinky.
Stinky.
No, Schlinky.
Oh.
No, it's stinky in here.
Oh, I see. Yes, that'll be the cave bear in that other place.
What?
There's a cave bear in
Oh,
there.
I've already seen one of those.
Oh,
I've already got that one.
shucks.
Collected that
Goes
one.
in and it's just like a tiny little bear. It's like a miniature one.
Have you seen my owl bear?
Oh, they could fetch a fair price. What are you selling it for?
Too much.
You don't know how much I have.
No.
You drive a hard bargain. I agree.
I'm selling a dog.
No, dog
How
clear.
much are you selling that fine dog for? It looks like a great pack leader.
200 gold.
You have yourself not a deal.
Is Dogcliff around?
Yes.
Tell him I didn't mean it. I'd never sell him.
I'll wait
Hey,
until we're
Skeen.
outside the city.
Yes.
That closed door that was so ominously referenced.
Yes.
What's in there?
It's cave bear, I told you.
Oh, that's where the
That's where the
cave
bear is.
The bear is.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm becoming you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I found it quite strange.
You're very influential, Skeen.
How about I join your party for the rest of this adventure?
No,
I'm sure I can make myself quite useful.
What are your stat blocks?
Has anybody seen a time-traveling sorcerer before? That's another oblique reference to another character I had. No. In any case, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, just the mules.
All right.
You've been great, Skeen.
I expect you back in 2 days.
I want to come back. I want to see you again.
Otherwise, I will have to tell Duvessa, and she'll put out wanted posters for you all across 10 towns.
Oh my god.
No need for that.
Don't
We'll
you
be
just charge interest? Wouldn't that be easier?
Well, if you don't bring my mules back, then... I mean, sure, if you manage to get back here without being arrested, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Try not to get arrested.
back. Thank you, Skeen.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I'll jump on one of them.
And it just breaks immediately. Bam. Legs shattered at either side.
warranty, Skeen? Or?
You break it,
We didn't get the mule
The
warranty.
third party insurance.
just another gold piece per mule, you could have had it. Now you have to pay it, you break it, you bought it.
I'm over 25, Skeen.
You don't look it, young man.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
How old is Horacio? I think I've asked this
Not a
question.
day over 24.
Yeah, true.
He's He's a little older than that. Are we doing this here?
No, it's not
I like you
important.
eventually found your accent.
Yes. Processing, please wait.
Goodbye, friends. I will see you in 2 days.
I love you, Skeen. Goodbye.
Skeen.
Au revoir.
You guys head out with 3 freshly rented mules.
Peace.
You make your way to the complete opposite end of the city as you needed to now go to the north gate. You know that heading straight in a line towards the Khan will bring you, hopefully, along the sled that you're looking for.
What?
So we're gonna go to the north gate, and then we're gonna draw a line, a visual line to the Khan, and then we're just gonna walk directly towards it because the dwarves said it'll. If the cart's still there, that's the
where
path they
it'll
were
be.
taking.
Because they didn't take the road. So, you guys are heading off. It's tough going. This isn't a road. You obviously had to turn off the roadway right away. Roadway right away. And you're instead tracking yourself through somewhat fresh snow. It's fortunate, though, that there's not much in the way of hills or difficult terrain. In fact, if you're looking out on a clear day, you can see the Khan in the distance, which makes it easier to navigate. It would be otherwise difficult if landmarks were in the way to try and draw a straight line. But if you keep the Khan ahead of you, you know you can make it. You start heading out.
Let's do this. That's a lot of rolling.
So you guys have been traveling for about 6 hours or so.
Who are you? Wodun.
Yes. That is me. That is my name.
Wodun, I've been meaning to talk to you for a while now. I want to learn more about this so-called deity that you, this individual. I don't know if they're it's like a deity or anything like that, but you alluded to them briefly, and I think you had a brief encounter with them again recently in Caer Konig. What is this individual?
Oh, the man under the mountain? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, I remember you saying you did some kind of trial under the mountain, and I think you encountered him again more recently. But you were a bit reluctant to go into details. I'm just wondering if you're more willing to talk about it now.
Well, I mean, you've saved my life 4 times, only a few episodes ago, so...
It was the salve.
Is this a really quiet conversation between you guys, or is it...
Not
pretty
deliberately quiet. We're just talking.
Just be on this sled with...
Yeah.
No,
sled?
we're just
that's
walking.
right.
We're going towards a sled.
Hoofing.
God damn.
We're hoofing. We're going towards a 900-pound sled.
I'll passively listen to this conversation.
Yeah, we're not trying to hide it. We're just talking,
just
just chatting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like I owe you that enough. After all the times you've saved me and healed me up. That was Markul.
Markul?
Yes, I don't specifically know if he's a deity or what have you, but he is very powerful. And he's kind of the reason for who I am today, essentially. My parents in Luskan were, we're, don't want to toot my own horn, but very wealthy family. And, as such, they expected a lot from me at school, but when I wasn't performing, my father was not impressed, so he decided to take some more drastic action. We went out to the mountain, to Markul, and he bestowed on me the gifts that you have seen me use. It's where I draw my magic from. I was too small to wield him at the time, but that's where I got Beefcliff.
So Beefcliff, like a piece of Markul is in Beefcliff? Is that what you mean?
He did forge Beefcliff under the mountain,
I
yes,
see.
in the forge. I don't know. I don't think there's any of him in there, but possible. I was pretty young. I was probably too young to fully understand at the time. But yeah, and yes, you're right. I have seen him again. He's not the cheeriest of chaps, and he has quite grim future plans for me. But
it's rather foreboding.
Yes, I mean, totally up to me though. You know, he's not pressuring me or anything, but he doesn't want nice things.
Doesn't want nice things. How so?
Well, he seems quite disappointed with the amount of action that Beefcliff is getting. He wants more.
More?
Let's just leave it there.
Okay. Beefcliff seems very active if you ask me. But,
not if you ask Marcool.
Oh. Have you ever considered a different deity?
No, not really. I'm not an overly religious man. I don't go looking for these sorts of things. I didn't even really get a choice in this, you know. It's my father's decision, and I guess that's who I am now.
Well, if you ever are interested in perhaps trying to, I suppose, break ties, or... I'm not saying come to Kellamvor. But, you know, if you ever need some assistance, if you're not, perhaps, I suppose, happy with the arrangement, yeah, I'm happy to try and assist as best I can. I've recently, as you've seen, become more close to my own deity, learning more about him. He is much more active than I realized.
Yeah, he seems quite aggressive, like Marcool, from what we witnessed in the forest.
Yes. Wait, what did we witness in the forest?
When you attacked us.
Oh, yeah, that was rather abrupt. He really made his presence known that day. I think that was more... I think it... Oh, unfortunately, poor old Svieta really copped it. But I think it was more a punishment for me, really.
I think Svieta would disagree.
Yes, she would. Yes, well, I hope she forgives me. Anyway.
So now you know about Marcool.
That's pretty...
Don't.
Great. Thanks. Thank you for sharing.
Hey, no worries.
Wodun.
We're good friends now.
Yeah.
And I don't mind if the others hear this. You know, I feel like we've been through some shit. We're pretty tight now.
I think we are pretty tight. Give him a little fist bump.
As the kids say. Toy.
Actually, Horacio, I've been meaning to ask you something as well. Do you have insurance? Like, traveler's insurance? Should I get some?
I mean, Kellamvor's kind of an insurance, I suppose.
What happens if you get hurt or killed? What happens to your things?
My things? Well, I think if you ask anyone who I've been dealing with up here, aka Mashan, they're not my things. You know, it's a very cleric thing to have minimal possessions, and what you do have is a blessing, so... I don't know. What happens to your Beefcliff if you die?
I don't know. I just don't know. The unknown is terrifying me, you know, more than Marcool. I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get insurance.
Okay.
Wodun, I have a gift for you.
A gift?
Yes.
What is it?
I'll pull out from my sack a little, it's like a wooden pipe. I'll flick it and it turns into a fishing rod. I finished it last night. I just didn't have an opportunity.
Oh,
she finished it.
My God!
That's amazing.
It's so cool. It's retractable.
It doesn't come with string though, so you have to feed it.
Oh, I have string. I can do that.
String for days.
Yeah. I'll just palm it up. It's like you can fold it up and put it away.
Thank you so much, Svieta.
You're welcome.
This is amazing. This is better than anything I could have thought.
It's what I do. It's my job, basically. I'm glad you like it.
I'm gonna get fishing as soon as I can. Second we see a body of water, I'm fishing.
Okay, yeah, I'll join you.
That'll probably be in East Haven.
Did you say body in the water?
Body of water.
Of water. Seen a couple of those. Seen enough of them, I think. Yes.
Best day ever. Everyone roll a perception check.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh boy. Dirty 20, baby.
Such a good day.
17.
Don't you ruin it.
24.
Oh yeah. No chance.
Eyeballs.
Friendship too strong.
On the horizon, coming up from behind the care, you see some dark clouds that are starting to form and
Khan?
gather. The Khan. Never correct me in front of the kids again. the
Not
Khan.
again.
From behind the Khan, you see some dark clouds starting to form and roll their way towards you. Since you rolled the 24, what was everyone's again? Sorry, did anyone beat
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yep.
17.
19.
Ooh, yeah, not bad.
Ooh.
Survival checks from Svieta and Horacio, please.
Oh, yes, I'm a survivor from way back.
I'm a survivor.
That's
You
it.
got a wisdom
Tell them,
score.
Beyonce.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
I'm gonna make it. I got a 2. That makes it 5.
That
I
is
got a 22.
Oh, shoot.
That 2's a failure, 20's a success. No, that doesn't work.
Kinda did, kinda didn't.
It
Add
worked
another
until
2
it's
on that 2.
yeah,
It worked until it
22. It worked until it suddenly didn't. Those clouds look like as soon as they come over the Khan, they are starting to become low to the ground, heavy, with what could only be possibly snow. You estimate that a blizzard is incoming,
Okay.
but unlike last time where the blizzard crept up on you,
Yeah, series of like 5.
just like the Cloverfield,
blizzard.
just like the Cloverfield monster where you can't see it until you turn the camera around.
True.
You do have a little bit of time, maybe an hour before it hits.
Alright.
What do you guys do?
Tell everyone there's a blizzard over there.
I can see that quite clearly. How much time do you think we have?
Oh, about an hour.
Okay, I trust you.
We
Thank you.
need to find something that we can put, between the wind and ourselves.
Agreed. Any trees or structures nearby? Boulders?
Well, to do that, you'd either need a history or a survival check.
Give me that.
Anyone who wants to
History
roll,
or survival?
The royal survival.
anyone who's native to Icewind Dale and doing a history check, you can roll with advantage.
I'm royal survival.
Ooh.
But history.
That is a 21 survival.
Are you taking ones that roll out of the box? Previously?
No, I haven't been.
That's why I asked.
Although you were
Hey.
selectively taking.
16.
16?
6.
6. Okay.
10.
10. And what was, sorry, I missed Horatio?
15.
15. Okay, so Svieta and Horatio, you see the clouds coming in and you're looking around. You think that you spot just in the distance, maybe a good 20 minutes away, a collection of small hills that would probably normally be some rolling hills in the summertime, but they've been covered in snow. Perhaps there you might be able to find some cover, shielding yourself from the oncoming blizzard.
See those hills, Svieta?
I do.
I think it's our best chance. We don't have much time.
Alright.
Is there gold in them there hills?
Let's get digging and
There's
find out.
eyeballs. Does anyone have a shovel?
Ooh,
Shove,
wasn't
love.
that a thing that you got recently?
I think so. I have on my inventory that we have 24 gold.
Yeah, I have a shovel in my inventory.
17 silver pieces.
Could have bought those mules.
I prefer the rental option.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to weigh my life down with 3 meals.
I don't want to wait.
For my life to be down. Okay.
I do have a shovel on me.
I do.
Yeah, I thought you
Oh,
might have
sweet.
bought him from the Frozen Fire expedition.
He was too expensive.
Or
know why I have one.
you may have stolen it from the supplies that were supposed to go back to the Frozen Fire expedition.
They were there. Yep. Alright, good. We have a shovel, so we can dig
Okay.
a bit of
You
a hovel.
end up turning off the path, and it takes you a good 20 minutes, even though it's within sort of eyesight. Obviously, you're still tracking over fresh snow, and you've got 3 mules to sort of try and make enough way for. But you eventually get over to the hills. What would you like to do to take shelter? You tell me what to do, and I'll tell you what check it would be.
Pittance and a top. Or a blanket. Something that we can... So, find out which direction the wind's going. Position a hill. Like, obviously find a hill that's as sheltered, a place that's as sheltered as possible. But position ourselves right up against a hill in the opposite direction that the wind's coming from. So that we can, like, set up a tarp, like, diagonally down it. And then we try to start a fire in our new shelter.
Anything else anyone wants to do? Because that sounds mostly like a survival check.
That sounds good to me. I was just going to add that we could try digging into the hill a little bit as well to give us an assistance.
That sounds like that's an athletics check. Anything else anyone wants to do?
I'm an athlete.
I'm gonna turn into a bear
Ooh.
to help dig a hole.
Okay.
Oh, that bear digging.
All right.
You do have a shield that you could maybe use to dig with.
I feel like with large bear claws it might be a bit bigger. And I can instruct Otto to help out.
Yep.
And Dog Cliff too.
Okay.
Trying to teach him
really
not to dig.
You guys only
okay.
remember. You guys only have about 40-odd minutes or so. So
I might assist constructing the lean-to then.
okay.
If
So
these guys are digging.
you can either make a survival check or give advantage to someone doing a survival check. So you've got a shovel, Wodun, so you can roll with advantage. And if you're a bear, I'll allow you to
We're
roll.
both on a 3 on survival.
Let's just both roll.
I will also allow you to
Same
roll
bonus.
a advantage for being a bear.
Survival.
No, you want athletics.
There you go.
All right, so I need a good survival check, and I need a couple
we-
good athletics checks.
We both
got-
rolled 22.
And we
Ooh.
both
Sounds like-
have... No, we both rolled 19 on the die. We both have +3.
That sounds oddly suspicious. And
Oh my god, same
Go to
these.
15.
15. And Sveta?
I'm getting a bear. Hang
Oh,
on.
bear!
You got a bear, you got to dig.
15?
15. Okay. The digging's a bit shallower than you would like it to be, but you don't have a whole lot of time to really make it any deeper before the blizzard comes through. But the very, very good survival check does make up for that. So, you're sitting in the lean-to, you've got everything in and under and in shelter, and you can hear the wind starting to pick up and howl above you.
We're basically Beyonce and Kelly Clarkson. Just saying.
Yep. I agree.
And the other ones.
I don't get the reference.
Neither do I, but I'm going to push on anyway.
Destiny's Child. I'm the survivor.
I was going to push on, but here we are.
But you succumbed.
The blizzard rages outside. You guys trying to start a fire, yes? Does anyone have... Oh, you've got bonfire, so you can start it without it.
It doesn't emit heat.
I have prestidigitation. I could just end
Okay.
fire
But
starter.
do you have dry wood?
I've got dry wood.
Okay.
Pick me.
Do you got dry wood?
All right, so with
Not a bear
the
anymore. Dry wood.
combination of dry wood and prestidigitation, you are able to start a fire, and I assume that you made a sufficient chimney so you don't die from carbon monoxide
No, we
poisoning.
Yeah, I played bloody... What's it called?
Firewatch.
No. Oh, that Norse craft survival game. The Norse one, the very low res
Valhalla?
craft. Valheim, yeah.
Oh, Valheim.
I played Valheim. I know how to manage smoke.
Right? So you don't die. This is probably what I was getting at there.
Spectacular.
Yay!
Neat.
The blizzard rages for 4 hours
Short rest.
outside. Long enough for those to take a short rest that do want to take it.
I shoot some spells into the wilderness just before my short rest.
So you're saying you're opening your shelter up?
Yes. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Got any cool spells that you can do that are just cool?
No.
Maybe just keep casting false
You
light.
should try and learn how to become invisible like me. You seem pretty interested in that idea.
That's true. I'll sit there and... Am I doing it?
I can still see you.
Shit. What about now?
I think you're
No,
going to
you're
shit
still
yourself.
visible.
You're going to start seeing shit coming out of your ass if you keep doing that, I think.
Gonna whittle.
The storm, the blizzard, eventually subsides. And you're able to open up. I'm going to do a bit of a luck roll, actually. Fortunately, the snow hasn't piled up at the entrance, so you're not buried in.
Nice.
You're able to make your way out, and whilst it's a little bit disorientated now with the fresh snow on the ground, it's hard to see where you were. It's pretty easy to get your bearings once again with the cart.
I shake my beard off and snow goes everywhere like a dog shaken after they've been hosed.
I shake my hair out like a L'Oreal ad.
Is it because you're worth it?
I'm worth it. I cast False Life.
Stobo would link it. I don't know.
It's now starting to get to the perpetual afternoon. You guys make your way again. And after a couple hours, you crest a snow-covered ridge and see a frozen, dismembered corpse in the gully in front of you. Snow covers some of the gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are visible. You see tracks in the snow all around the corpse, and a telltale sign of grooves in the snow left by a sled that's been hauled away.
Oh.
Damn it.
Cause of death?
Cause of death. Cause of death at this range, dismemberment. Body, Ubok, the Massive, the Godly,
Ubok the Massive.
who'd been slain on this very spot.
Does he have any dog tags or anything that could identify him? Maybe his favourite loincloth?
Is this like typical Yeti behavior to like drag off a cart that's full of iron?
Who can
Classic
say?
Yeti.
I mean, I did roll very well on my check to determine what I knew about Yetis, so I hope I could say.
Survival for feet.
Perhaps you will need to roll a survival check. Where is this damn cart?
Which direction did it go in?
Who could possibly have taken it? Find out next week on Reflex Save.
I'm gonna roll a dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna
anyway.
roll this.
No,
That was pretty average.
now it's invalid.
Natural 20! Gotta tell us this episode.
That is 100% invalid.
Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to smash that bell. And then click subscribe.
Follow, like,
Feel me?
retweet, reblog, retumble.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Slip, slop, slap.
Yeah.